Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be hitting our 7-day research breakthrough and seeing if we can get a 1257 Articuno 100% or at least close to that. It's been an exciting day. I've been watching the E3 with the Smash Brothers and the Pokemon Let's Go. It's looking fantastic, guys. We're also going to be taking a look at a new shiny. I caught a new shiny. This is a completely new one for me, and we're going to be taking a look at that, as well as Alakazam. Now, I've done a video, The Power of Alakazam, but we're going to take a look at it again. For the people who can't seem to get an EX Pass, obviously Alakazam compared to Mewtwo, it's a big difference. Mewtwo can take more hits, but Alakazam is still a tough Pokemon to have. It dishes out massive damage. We're going to be looking at my Dazzling Gleam Legacy Moveset one, and then going into a Machamp raid. Now, this Machamp raid was quite silly because I was getting Shadow Hit, and you're going to see, I'll show you, but I was able to get the Machamp down to literally almost half health with just one Alakazam maxed out, Confusion and Future Sight, which was pretty cool. And it did have counter Dynamic Punch, so that is probably going to be one of the toughest ones other than counter and Heavy Slam. So let's go ahead and claim our Articuno 1257. Let's see if we can get that. Let's see. And also remember, I got a Mewtwo raid later today, folks. All right, so that always tricks me. My heart always like sinks for a second when I see this Pokemon. When I have to claim my last one, I'm thinking to myself, wait, where's the Articuno? All right, so let's go ahead and claim this big one. I want 20 Pokeballs. Yes, yeah. That's Stardust. I don't want anything else, just Pokeballs. Start encounter. 1257. 1226. Okay. I mean, that's what it is. So since this doesn't run, you're going to always want to basically Pineapple it, unless you're in some sort of hurry and you're just trying to get it quick if it's like a bad IV. I mean, technically, if it's a bad IV, if you have the Pineapples, you still should throw it at it, just because. So I'm not going to be doing any fancy throwing here. Oh, that was bad. Hey, I said I wasn't going to do any fancy throwing. So, one throw. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so we got 6 candies. Let's see if it has max attack. That'd be great. Articuno. Let's see. HP, defense. Ah, of course it's HP and defense maxed out. All right, that's okay. We have some candies in the bag, right? So that's cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at that shiny. I did spend some Stardust on an Alakazam with Dazzling Gleam. Here, I'm going to go ahead and just show you really fast before we look at that shiny. I'm just going to go in here. All right. There's my team. Now, I've had I couldn't even tell you. I can go to the Pokedex to see how many Alakazam encounters I've had. It's a lot. I've transferred a whole bunch because there's no point in keeping stacks of them. See, I have my legacy ones and then I have my primary ones. So we're gonna go. Let's go CP first. There we go. So Merlin is my top Alakazam here. Confusion, Future Sight, and it's 13 in attack. All right, I maxed this out a long time ago. See the date? I had this for 2 years almost. So it's an old one there. And then we have this one, Confusion Shadow Ball. This is my gym dropper here. Preferably, if you have Dazzling Gleam, it's going to be Confusion, Dazzling Gleam for a gym dropper. We're going to look at that. And then here you go. This is the one I powered up. We're going to be taking a look at that as well. Confusion and Dazzling Gleam. Now, why is this the better one to drop in a gym? What is Alakazam weak against? Ghost and Dark. Now, Fairy's not super effective to Ghost, but it is to Dark. So say Tyranitar. More than likely, that's what they're going to be using. But if they were going to run through a gym with their Mewtwo, and like a lot of people like to do, probably with Focus Blast or possibly even Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is going to be super effective to you. If you have Shadow Ball on your Alakazam, that's going to be doing a lot of damage to that Mewtwo. But I think Dazzling Gleam is just really good in general because people also like to make a team of 6 Machamps, run through a gym, and just have it set no matter what's in there. So when they come across your Alakazam with Confusion Dazzling Gleam, it's going to be hitting hard pretty much no matter what they're going up against or what they're bringing to the table. So I should have maxed this out. The Alakazam or the Mewtwo, get it together, Poke. The Machamp raid was kind of really wacky. Like I said, I got Shadow Hit And let's just jump into that right now and take a look at all of that. But first, let's see. So that's my 95. We got Shadow Ball here. Then I have a Focus Blast one, just because I switched that up. I wanted to go to the gyms and just show you the potential, but I guess I just ended up wasting a charge TM. No big deal, but it's kind of nice to have one with the Focus Blast and all of them with the potential moves here. So I do not have a Psychic one. Basically, there's no point to have a Psychic Alakazam. If you do have one, do not switch it. It's up to you because it is a legacy. Because you have Future Sight. It's doing 20 more damage. I mean, they're both 1 bar. If Psychic was like a 2-bar Psychic move, I mean, that'd be perfect. It'd be obviously better, but it's not. So Confusion, Future Sight's your best moveset. Followed really close probably with Dazzling Gleam. Depending on what you're going up against. If you're going against a Machamp, I mean, shoot. In cloudy weather, this is probably going to be your best bet. Now let's go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, well, I'm all over the place. I got so much to show you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at my shiny, the new one, addition to my team here. And there it is. I found it. Shellder. You know where I found it? In my typical shiny grinding spot. Actually found it. Was I grinding for them? Kind of. I was just more looking for raids. And whenever I'm in the area, I just catch everything. So I found it. It was fantastic. Okay, so I was actually headed to the Vaporeon raid that I uploaded yesterday, and there you go. I already knew that was the shiny because I clicked on it. I backed out, and so you can see the whole, shiny animation and all that. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited, guys, because I like the way this looks. Unfortunately, I really wish when you evolved it into Cloyster, it would stay this beautiful orange, because I would evolve it in a heartbeat. Honestly, do not want to evolve it right now because I want to keep it like this. If I found another one, I will, because the shiny Cloyster just doesn't look so much different from its other variants color. So we'll just keep this for now, and yeah, we'll just do that. But I'm happy I found one nonetheless, and it's actually not bad IVs. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Alakazam power up now. I should have bring this up all the way, because I was having, it's not that I was having troubles beating the Machamp raid, it was more of the shadow hits. Just come on, please, Niantic, what is going on, man? Like, seriously, I don't understand it. This is like the most invested in mobile app game in history, and you still have broken servers. I don't want to go on a tangent little rant about it, but you guys feel my pain, the people who like to do these solo raids. It's so annoying. Anyways, it's pretty funny how I salvage it. I was surprised myself. I was thinking to myself, no, I'm not going to lose my raid pass. I'm going to get this rewards. Because what happened was I was doing this down to the last second that the raid was there. And the very last one that I was in, that was it. If I would have lost, I would have lost my raid pass and the raid would have been gone. So we'll take a look at that. But first, I want to show you the potential of how strong Alakazam is if you dodge. Now, if this Machamp had close combat instead of dynamic punch, I could have gotten a little deeper into that health with my first Alakazam, because dynamic punch keeps, coming. And it's no joke. If you don't dodge, Alakazam has no health, has no defense. So you're going to be shattered like glass. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. It puts in work. You guys already know. It's no secret by now. But for the people who don't understand or who have just missed it, take a look at the potential of Alakazam. So I'm doing my bouncing around like a rabbit right here, dodging those first few attacks. And if you're wondering, I've said this a few times, but if you're wondering, why do I always dodge the 2 attacks in the gym battles and in the raids a lot of times? Because those ones hit harder than the normal ones. The first 2, maybe you can say even 3 attacks that the raid boss or Pokemon in a gym are going to hit you with, their quick moves, they're going to be doing like 2 times more damage. So I usually dodge those because, well, it's more survivability, right? So putting in that Future Sight, it hits so hard. So you dodge that dynamic punch, doesn't really do much damage. Didn't feel like dodging every single counter, because you're better off just attacking, just to get more damage in there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do Future Sight. I got lucky there because he did not do Dynamic Punch. Usually, right when you do your specials, right when they hit you, right? All right, so dodged again. And as you can see, look at the Machamp health. I'm going to bring this thing half health with 1 Alakazam, folks. There you go, into the yellow. One Alakazam, into the yellow. So here is the mess up. This is the final one, right? So I'm thinking to myself, please, please just work. Don't get shadow hit. And I want you to take a look at one of the Alakazam's health as they come into the battle. They all had full health. You can rewind it and see. Before I went in, it showed all green health, right? And just watch. So I got hit by that dynamic punch. No good. No good. All right, so we're going to keep on going here. And this is the Shadow Ball one. Despite it being Shadow Ball, it still does fantastic damage. Now, you probably want Confusion, though, if you're going to go up against it. Just to do more damage, because that's 20 per Confusion on that. So now we're down to the one that I powered up. Like I said, I should have just bring it up all the way. I'm being stingy with my Stardust. I'm just thinking in the future. Now, what's the point of bringing my Alakazam up to 27? I know. I should have just bring it up to 40. So, salvaging. Here we go. Bring in the Mewtwo's. Let's go. I'm not losing my raid pass. Well, I'm going to say I'm not going to be losing my rewards. I want my potions. I want my rare candies or whatever items I'm going to get. Not to mention, who likes to go into a raid and just walk away, with a loss? Not me. Especially due to brokenness within the game. It's not that I couldn't do it. It was just that shadow hit. Yes, I took some dynamic punches, but there was also about, I'd say, 6 other tries that I did not show you where I was getting massively shadow hit. And it's just, at this point, I could throw in the clips, but I mean, you guys understand, you know what it looks like. And so the Mewtwo's, are they going to salvage? Are we going to do it? 15 seconds, 14, 13. Get that Psychic in. Come on, you could do it. And bam. Yeah, it's done. So there you go. Mewtwo is, yes, better. Obviously, it can take hits. And anybody out there who says Mewtwo is a glass cannon does not know what they don't know what this game's about. They don't know how this game works. I'm not trying to insult anybody too much here, but it's like, come on. Mewtwo is definitely not a glass cannon. If you say that, I don't know what world you're living in, but it can take hits. That's why it's such a good option to go up against legendary raid bosses. Even though it's not getting super effective hits, you still want to throw it in because massive damage. And yes, it can take those hits just like a champ. So there you have it, folks. Pretty jam-packed video here. Articuno, Shiny, and a Machamp raid, and then Mewtwo. So look forward to that Mewtwo raid later. Thank you for watching. Take care, trainers.